All right. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. We've got Rogue in the bottom left side of the map, Gobbo in the top right, and I believe we have a special game in. I believe this was actually from one of Wardy's tournaments just yesterday. People have said, have you seen Goblin versus Rogue? Pig, Goblin versus Rogue, and I'm like, have I seen Rogue dumpstering Goblin? They're like, just watch. You got to check the series out. It's fun. And specifically, this game apparently on Amygdala was meant to be a bit of a barn burner. Let's check it out and see what happens. Goblin in the top right side. For those who don't know, a Croatian... Oh, man. I like to use alliteration, guys. What monster starts with CR? Like, Croatian... crevice? That's not cool. Like, you know... there's got to be some sort of, like, mythical creature that sound, you know, that I can... And I don't know. Anyways, Kraken. The Croatian Kraken. Sounds good enough. The Croatian Kraken Goblin is a very cheeky guy. He's very clever. I don't ever get the sense that he takes the game seriously, and it gives him superpowers. Like, Rogue kind of has the same... He's kind of like a non-world champion European Rogue, right? Like, he's actually just a very good player who doesn't seem to practice that much, hops on when he feels like it, does some amazing strategies. And I really want to see him versus Rogue, because Rogue's very clever. Rogue has his own unique style. Rogue's been, you know, massing overseers in late game and spamming changelings. But Goblin's also been a bit of a trendsetter. And I remember, you know, the last big EU regionals I got to cast was just brain-breaking. Casting Goblin's PvP. And I've told this story not too long ago, but I'm going to tell it again for anyone who didn't hear it. He did a Dark Templar opening, Dark Templar drop every single PvP he played in a group of mostly Protoss players. And everyone knew it was coming, and he still was beating everybody. Like, it was something where a DT drop is meant to be a bit of a gamble, high risk, high reward, and he somehow turned it into a macro build. It's crazy. Chat says a goblin is a mythical creature. Sorry, I meant an impressive mythical creature, guys. Not a disgusting, greasy little green, you know, gobbo. To be fair, I did play Orcs and Goblins in Old World Warhammer growing up, guys. One of my favorite things was always coming up with names for, like, my goblin, like, captains and officers and stuff, you know. I'm like, oh, this guy's name is like Snot Gristle, who's, you know, and then I'd name like my standard bearers and everything. I'd be like, okay, me Night Goblin Fanatic here is Grizzly Nuts, and, you know, like, coming up with goblin names is actually a lot of fun. Like, I love goblins. I actually think they're great, but I think for most people it's kind of derogatory. That's why I think, you know, calling him a Kraken is a bit more impressive. But who knows? He is an underdog, obviously, in this map. So maybe we should call him a goblin. You know, build into that underdog story, the downtrodden goblin, the small greasy boy, up against the Korean Kraken. Maybe that's the way it is, hey? You know, Rogue is like, he's Cerberus guarding the gates. You guys saying Croatian Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound? Oh yeah, it could be that. I used to think it was Kerberos, but then people told me it was Cerberus, and I was like, crazy, man. Then again, I'm pretty sure we say it wrong anyway, right? Because whenever it's like ancient languages and stuff, there's always like the way we say it in modern English is not the way they used to say it anyway. So you could probably make an argument for saying it any way you want. Zergling going around. Oh, it is Kerberos. Oh, what? Well, you see, now I'm even more confused. Oracle's going to take down the Overlord up here. Let me know your mythical creatures in the chat, guys. Your favorite mythical creatures. I like funky ones, man. I like a few funky ones. I did enjoy. I liked Hippogriff Riders in Warcraft 3, man. I still feel like, you know, I've been on Roddy's plan since day one of StarCraft 2, where much like the Hippogriff Rider, you should be able to put like an Adept or a Dark Templar on a Phoenix, like a Hippogriff Rider in Warcraft 3. Like, for me, the fact that we don't have a unit that can mount a Phoenix is embarrassing for Protoss. Like, I understand we don't have Blizzard resources anymore, but wouldn't it be sick if we could just like have like really dodgy graphics just thrown into the main version of the game? Someone comes back after 10 years and there's like a Dark Templar riding a Phoenix throwing laser scythes at things, like one-shotting them from the air. People just reinstall the game and instantly uninstall. They're like, I'm out. This is dumb. Oh, dude, this is good harassment. Goblin distracted with the other Oracle. Rogue pulled out of position. That Spore was not quite ready. And Oracle actually gets 3 drones. This one does kill a few Zerglings that are attacking the rocks as well. Remember, you've got a lot more energy because you've got this energy recharge ability. So he could actually do pretty well. So far, this is a 3 Oracle opening with a nice quick third, Forge, Twilight coming up on that right side. 4 more gateways as well. So 6 gates here. Very standard style. Now, Rogue taking this gold base. The gold base is really good if you can control the middle of the map. But otherwise, it is a bait. It is a trap. And I really don't think it's good as a generic base to just take. I think it always should be only situationally taken. Queens deflect those oracles as well. Evo Chamber and Roach Horn coming up in the wall. Always good to build your Evo Roach Horn in the wall. So if it turns out Glaive Adept surprise you, you can just quickly wall off your base to buy time. One of the moves that is completely game-changing in Adept defense. For anyone who doesn't remember Serral versus Zest when the 4-gated Glaive Adept first came out, he was doing that. And then he actually moved his Spine Crawler out of the wall off. He was using it to full wall and let the shades in. He like derped it. It was one of those moments where you could kind of see in Serral's camera reaction. He was more angry with himself in that moment than I have ever seen Serral. He was like, did I just let the Adepts in and lose this game? And it hurts. Happens to the greats as well. Ooh, Hydra Den, no infestation pit. Rogue's going Roach Hydra timing, guys. Roach Hydra timing coming in. He's on 58 drones only, though, at 6 minutes. Not the greatest working count. Goblin's actually been a bit more efficient than him on the macro. And Goblin's going Blink into Fleet Beacon. No, I just cast a game of Hero doing this, but he went second Stargate as well, and it was garbage. This is not that. This is not I'm trying to go Carriers or Tempest after Blink, which I think is one of the worst plays ever this early. I think later, after you add Storm, it can be good. This early, I think it's bad. This is a Mothership. There is no other reason to go Fleet Beacon this early. So I think we're going to play mass Stalker Zealot Mothership, and we're going to be using recalls. Now, what's cool about this, guys, is you can attack the top when the Zerg comes to defend, recall in the main, and then when they get on top of you there, you can recall back home. And then you can do it all again 2 minutes later. This is like the multi-pronged shenanigans you can do are amazing. And if you get Storm, and if you storm your opponent as they run back up their ramp trying to defend their main base, ooh, it's beautiful. Not to mention Time Warp Storm combo. If you guys have never eaten Time Warp and Storm, you don't understand the meaning of pain. Dude, they're going to trade 4th bases. Oh, this is crazy. Gobbo's trying to warp in Zealots. He's 100% going to lose the 4th, but Rogue already lost his 4th, so they both cancel their hatcheries. And hatchery and 4th Nexus. And I think Goblin might be okay with that because he denies a gold. And there's no other 4th base option. So as weird as that sounds, normally you don't want to trade bases with a Zerg. In this case, I think it's actually viable. And he actually... Rogue cancels that hatchery. And you might be wondering, why does he cancel it, guys? The reason is he's doing a Roach Hydra all-in. He's breaking rocks. He wants to go through the middle, assault, and try to kill. And you know what? He's going to have an Overseer. And it's pure Stalker. Pure Stalker's not great at defending this. You technically can do it. But dude, you need good Blink micro. Look at this. Oh no, Goblin! Goblin! Oh no, he gets caught out. Goblin's in huge trouble of Stalker's getting caught. He's got to Blink across the gap. Get across the gap. He's waiting for Blink to be ready. Oh my gosh, he's lost 7 Stalkers in total this game. I think he only lost 1 or 2 before. That was an extra 5 Stalkers for free. Slow reaction there from Goblin with his mini-map awareness. He's throwing stasis down. Cannons, batteries trying to defend, but that 4th base is once again in jeopardy. Now, to be fair, you don't need to defend the 4th base, but Mama is not quite here. If he can focus the Overseer, Mama Cloak is going to be game-changing. If he can focus the Overseer, Mama Cloak could actually be massive, guys. Remember, she's 400 resources. He's trying to build a Tempest right now since it outranges Hydras. Mama is out on the map. She's coming from the natural right now. Stalker's trying to defend this 4th base. 4th base is still alive. Stalker micro has been good. The Hydras do not have muscular augments yet, but it's about to kick in. Muscular augments, that's the Hydra movement speed, does kick in right now. Remember, there's only one Overseer. If those Stalkers can get rid of the Overseer, Mama is going to add big value. Time Warp goes down, and she can tank like crazy. She can tank like crazy. Look at her, 350 hit points, 350 shields. Time Warp helping out as well. She pulls back, she survives, she survives! The battery overcharged. The battery just got recharged there. It's healing Mama. Stalker's blinking back, and Mama's trying to get focused, but there's not enough Hydras left. Goblin can go back in. Mama can clean this up. The Mothership hold is real. Is this the most efficient way to hold this attack? Heck no, but the fact that she actually helps and isn't just a flying paperweight is actually kind of amazing. She's an 800 resource big girl. She used to cost as much as a big girl and give you the value of a nothing girl. Now she gives you the value of a big girl, and I'm all here for it, man. 700 total hit points and shields combined. And she does end up saving the day big there. She got down to 31 life left over. She's going to be way more fragile for the next period of this game. But Goblin holding off a big attack, now coming forward again. Rogue fighting, but man, those Hydras are going to get gunned down pretty fast by Mama. This is a good fight for Goblin. The Hydras are getting roasted, dude. Mama's like happy to fight right now. And you can see she attacks. Remember, she has to attack 4 different units. She can't focus her beams, her attacks all on a single target. I kind of like that thematically. It's like they're all different turrets facing different sides off her or whatever that shoot lasers in different directions to a certain extent. Another Time Warp comes in. Oh, don't lose Mama, though. There's a lot of Queen Hydra. Rogue needs to defend this gold base, but he can't quite defend it going into the Time Warp. But the Time Warp does run out. Mama's gone. And there we go. Minus 400, minus 400. But Goblin's got Tempest on the front. He's adding Storm, +3 attack, and he's warping in Zealots right now. Not only that, if he puts on gas on this 4th base, that could be game-changing. But right now, Goblin senses he's got an advantage. He knows if he can get in range of that gold mineral line, he's going to do so well. But he might be pushing a bit too deep, a bit too far. Goblin so focused on the middle. Remember, Rogue has got to be the more experienced mechanical player right here. New Mothership starts up only now. So that's going to be about a minute until she comes out. Assuming you chrono boost her like 3 times, it'll still take a minute to build her. Dude. Ooh, tips for the nudes yesterday. Oh my gosh, welcome to Twitch chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, literally, that's literally my buddy paying me back for lunch yesterday. That's hilarious. Wait, only $23.50? Oh, that's USD. Fair enough. Anyway, Stalkers and Tempest there as well. Wait, you know that's going to hit a PayPal fee, mate. You have my bank details. Just send it to me directly, Activate. What are you doing, mate? Jeez, the moments when your friends are too lazy to look up your bank details in their history, so they tip you on your stream. What an idiot. Anyways, it's fine. it's like 3% or something. It won't matter. Tempest here, Micro, guys. We've got ourselves an action-packed game. Getting distracted by Twitch chat, as per always. We've got bonus damage to buildings coming in there as well. Lurkers and Hydras coming in also. Dude, I don't know, man. Rogue is just so far behind on workers. And he's kind of got him pinned with the Tempest picking away from far. Now 5 High Templar coming forward. Goblin with the Mothership hold. Dude, how often do you see Mothership barely defend an all-in, hey? Rogue's got to be a little annoyed by that. That's got to be a little bit like, are you serious, man? Because now he's stuck defending this gold base. And like I said, the gold base, he was like, oh, I'm doing a Roach Hydra all-in. The gold base gives me a better economy behind the all-in. But you're still in this situation where, yeah, the gold is helping you equalize the income, but you need to find efficiency. And I think for Rogue, that means you cannot be fighting front on. One thing I've noticed about Rogue lately is in the late game, he's a very front on fighter. Like against Protoss, he's been really trying to engage like Shin and these other Zergs front on. But man, those storms, like you can't fight Tempest High Templar front on. It does not work. Takes another big storm to the face. Hydra split to the left, but they're in low numbers. The Zealots are slaying right now. Oh my gosh, he just F2'd his units back to the front. He abducts a Tempest right now, but into what? He's got no damage. He just does not have the material on this board. He's trying to go Spire for Corrupted City with the Tempest and the Mothership. But I mean, this is a huge problem right now. Even the Zealots are so difficult for him to deal with. Tempest now getting the building damage about to kick in as well, which means if those Tempests get in range of any hatcheries, those will say goodbye very, very quickly. And drones, Hydras, Roaches coming forward. Zealots on that side as well. Tempests, Stalkers, High Templar, and Oracles moving down that left side. Zealots trying to damage Zerglings. Nexus in the top left corner. Oh, Lurker Intercept. You got to be careful because as good as your situation is as Goblin, the Tempests are what wins this. You cannot fight head-to-head against Lurkers with Stalker Storm. And Rogue knows this. Rogue knows this. He's going to go for a bit of a flank, but good pullback. That was a very good pullback by Goblin. You cannot engage head-on into this. But whenever the Overseers aren't there, he darts in, kills a Lurker, pulls back. Rogue desperately looking for the correct engagement. He's only got 4 Lurkers. He's going to need to make a few more to zone out the Stalker High Templar. But if he can run to this right side, bust this wall open or something, and then have the enemy have to kind of walk through the Lurkers, that's where things could work out. But multiple stasis traps. Okay, that one does go down. That one gets set off as well. The stasis traps are scaring him away. He's going to try and pull back right now, his Rogue. Here comes the army. He's going to try and jump on top. But Time Warp Storm, I told you guys, that is the scariest combo in the game. You do not want to be stuck in Time Warp and Storm at the same time. That's basically a fungal Storm combo from 2v2. And anyone who's ever eaten fungal Storm in 2v2 knows that is a nasty, nasty proposition. Okay, we have to go back. We have to go back and check this first all in. How much did the Mothership kill? The first Mothership before she died. How many? I think mostly her job was casting spells and tanking. But I'm curious, did she actually get to finish off many units? I mean, no. She damaged a lot of units. She didn't really kill many. She got like 2 kills. I like that she got healed up there. And she actually kills Zerglings quite quickly. That's one of her biggest uses, is when you've got a mostly Stalker army, she actually cleans Zerglings up really fast. So she got like 6 kills, but most importantly, she tanked a crazy amount of damage. And then she killed some more units, right? In this next fight. Let's see how this next few fights go. I know she gets focused down, not in this one, but the next one. So she's up to 9 kills, 11 kills, 13 kills. Man, Mothership used to never get above 5 kills. And the fact that she's actually tanking, casting spells, and assisting so well is beautiful. 15 kills now, and she's about to go down in this fight, I think. Yeah, she lands a nice time warp, and then the moment they turn, she's going to disappear here. Yeah. Oh, Goblin needed to pull her back a bit earlier, but 15 or 16 kills, not too bloody bad. And I got to say, not what Rogue was hoping to run into on this base. The stasis traps, the blinking back and buying time for this Nexus, a really good choice. And I think Rogue, probably not picking the best build for this map. I think Amygdala is really good for defensive play because it's so hard to get across the map. You have to break down multiple sets of rocks to even get your all-in going. And I feel like if you're going to do an all-in on this map, you want to be using like Nidus Worms, Surprise Mutalisks, things that have a lot of mobility and kind of take away the massive rush distance of the map. So personally, that's what I think I would be wanting to see from Rogue and Zergs more often on this map. For now though, I'm just so happy that the Mothership is not a paperweight. It just looks cooler and feels cooler. Still haven't really seen the Mothership versus her not being able to be abducted interaction all that much, but we'll see how it goes with time. Thank you very much, Goblin, for sharing this replay, and Wardy for hosting the tournament. We'll catch you guys next time with more highlight games from the patch, seeing what these new interactions look like in the competitive environment. Catch you next time. GG, well played. Goodbye, and good night.